Greetings and welcome. So this video is on the Brotherhood of Light. How do people get there? There's 4 steps. Intention, attention, emptiness, light. Intention is the simple process of concentration. Connect into the reptilian brain, focus your mind like a pit bull latching onto a bone. You grab your meditation object until it just sits there. Your mind locks on, you don't let go. You're totally focused on your meditation object, and the intention softens, softens, and softens until your meditation object is just resting on your mind. So you have this very high level of reptilian brain intention, and it gradually melts into just simply paying attention. When we get to this point of just simply paying attention, this is where you start releasing time. Everything just slows down. You move through the astral plane, just slowing everything down, releasing time. Then you get to the mental body and you're releasing space. You're just letting go of the edges of perceived consciousness. There's no edge. You just keep infinitely moving outwards. And then we reach this point of stillness. And while you're focusing on your meditation object, there's always going to be this, how do we call it, flickering of the object moving in and out of Akasha, and you start to get momentary glimpses where your meditation object, it just vanishes, it disappears. When it disappears, your mind fluxes because, oh, it disappeared, and then your own mind breaks your ability to maintain the vacuity of it disappearing, so it comes back. And we move from this intention level to just resting the mind in a still space, paying attention, recognizing the accumulation of emptiness underneath the meditation state until the object starts to disappear. When we look at the awareness and how it relates to our meditation object, it's very firm to start with. The reason why we use intention, we want to get to one-pointedness, but intention develops and builds an artificial mental astral matrix between your mind and the object. So you get this magnetic fluid building which kind of binds you to the object. And that's what allows you to release time and move through it in a stable way, to slow everything down through the astral, release space in the mental, and move into the Akashic substance. So we have step 1, the intentional mind. We have step 2, the attentive, paying attention in the mind, and then entering the emptiness. When you're reaching these very deep still states of emptiness, you are basically just engaging the stillness of the substance you're working with. During the intentional phase, there's a very high degree of form in your meditation object. When you move to attentiveness, the form starts dissolving and there's a thinning out as you move through the astral. And as you get into the mental, it's just mind substance. Even though you might be looking at a physical object, the object becomes mind. As you move into the Akasha, this is where the object starts to disappear and you see the past, the present, and the future stream of the object. And this may or may not occur in that way, but that is a trend. When you go into Akasha, because time's disappearing, you see the karmic stream. It's like a psychometry of the object that you're tuning into. Once you've achieved the stillness in the object, and you're in the Akasha of the object, you get this very, very interesting opportunity to recognize that mind is light. It's a pure essence, it's a divine light. And when you begin to recognize that, that is the doors of the Brotherhood of Light opening. That's when you enter into those non-dual light realms as a part of your psyche and your experience and your evolutionary growth. So this is the path and the method of entering into the Brotherhood of Light. Now, if you do this in a Hermetic magician's method, like initiation to Hermetics, then we're using meditation objects and many dozens of different exercises to develop skills, but every one of those skills goes through these stages. You have intention, attention, emptiness, and functioning from light. And you want to look at that in relation to the actual skill you're doing and overlay it. And you'll find some of the exercise, you get this perfect overlay, and other exercises, you've got to figure it out. But this gives you tools for service and allows you to understand the ascension process. If a person just focuses on his meditation object and doesn't apply any of the insights that arise out of the initiation process and journaling, they get there, but they don't know how they got there. And if they teach someone, they'll say, just concentrate, because that's what they did. So you can increase the complexity to develop unique skills, or you can simplify it and just say, stare at the bone. Grab it with your mind, intend, attention, emptiness, light. Thank you for your time, and see you on the next video.